So we're here at OpenSauce where a whole bunch of nerds show off all the cool projects they built, and today we're here with
Engineezy and my Marble Pixel jacket. This is the latest in technology of wearable Marble Pixel display.
Right.
The way it works is it pumps marbles up to the top from the bottom here, figures out what color marble, and then dumps it into the grid to create a pattern. Right now there's a checkered pattern going on. There's 10 patterns programmed into this thing.
Insane.
And the way it works is if it needs a color marble, but it's not there, it will dump a marble down the chute and then pump up new marbles to try to find the color that it needs.
So it's lifting them up randomly and then deciding what's the sensor, how does it determine which color?
So there's just a simple IR sensor here, like the cheap ones that you can get from Amazon, which they work actually quite great because we're just using black and white marbles. White marbles are very reflective, black marbles absorb all the IR, so it knows exactly what color is in the sensor.
And there are sensors that can sense specific colors if you wanted RGB or something, right? But IR is just cheap and easy, binary, the number's high or low.
Exactly. And because we're only using 2 colors, it's like just the easiest, it's also the fastest way to do it because a color sensor requires time to figure out what color it is. An IR sensor is instantaneous, pretty much.
Right, and what's the mechanism to lift them from the bottom all the way to the top?
So in the bottom here, there's an auger, and basically this motor spins the auger, which pushes the marbles through the bottom of here, up the tube, and then into the sensor.
And the pressure comes from the bottom of the stack, and it's just marbles pushing other marbles.
Exactly, and like they're not very heavy, so it doesn't require a lot of force.
Incredible. And then while you were building this, and I know you've made other marble sorting machines, what's the hardest engineering problem that kind of kept you up at night while trying to build this and get this all working?
Interestingly, the hardest problem is because the marbles are so small and you want the image to look good, you need them packed as tight as possible together, which means that the thickness of the walls in between the feed-in pipes are really thin. And you can only print so thin with like standard FDM machines.
And when you want somebody to wear it on their back and not fall apart.
Exactly, exactly. And so that's the biggest challenge, really. Otherwise, like the gates are quite simple, the sensors are quite simple, the augers are like relatively simple. It's just single part moving against the motor. So,
do you ever have more than one ball in the stack at once, or do you do it so one ball has already determined its path, then you reconfigure it?
Right now it's just one ball at a time. Honestly, the code, I'm not a great coder, so there's room for optimization on the code here, but generally speaking, it's working better than I could have expected. And I only started this a week ago, so it's kind of a crazy project to take on for one single week. But
and if people want to see more about this and all the other crazy stuff they build, where can they find you?
Check out Engineezy. Engineezy on any platform.
Sick.